Hello, 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 hello. All right, I think my audio is good. Get a tweet out here. I completely forgot to figure out what I was going to tweet to announce this stream. Completely forgot about it. Hmm, what to put? Perfect. When in doubt, gotta go with the old standards. Tweet? There it goes. Off into the ether. Oh, is Discord working yet? Hold on. I don't actually know. Hello? Discord? Are you walking now? I actually have no way to be sure, I'm realizing. I keep hearing, like, rustling. Because someone is sitting on a box over by the window. I guess the most I can do is just kind of fire off a link into the ether. Or maybe I could just exit Discord, then re-enter to see if everything's up and running. Boop. This is a great start to a stream. Hello, welcome to the Shark Stream. My name is Gage. I'll be your host for today, as I am for basically every other Shark Stream. That's kind of become bog standard at this point. I don't know if anyone's really noticed. I tend to be the one doing the thing. I'm currently making sure that I can send out my stream announcement on the Discord channels that I usually send my stream announcements out on. But I do know that Discord was having some issues today, so we're going to go ahead and start getting things pulled up. Oh, wait. Ah, okay. So yeah, Discord's still down. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and get this started anyway. So last time we got the stable field emitter turned on and defeated the first round of Obscura. Today we're heading back into Union to confront Stefano again in the Theater District. Theater. So we have to travel back into the Marrow in order to get there. We're going to be going through the Marrow a couple more times over the course of this part of the game specifically, I know. Primarily to get from like place to place, but also because there's a fun little Easter egg that happens at a certain point in the game if you head back to the original area. And I will demonstrate that Easter egg for your viewing pleasure. By the way, somewhat similar to yesterday, Natalie is currently at work. She may text me at some point to let me know that she is leaving work, and I will have to go pick her up. If that happens, I will put the stream on pause and be right back. God, that monitor is so realistically filthy. Ugh. Oop. Already with this. It's just handgun ammo pouch. NBD, NBD.
This must
oh,
be
there
the
we go.
passage O'Neill was talking about.
Must have. Hello?
Lily? Oh, this place is messing with my mind.
Okay. Just gotta... There we go. But bazinga! Nice. Go ahead and take all of that. Even though I super don't need it. I just like that the game allows me to continue picking stuff up even though I'm, like, super busted already. Zynga. Oh, shit. Are you okay? Take this gunpowder. Hope you have a good... Oh, shit. No! So I think I'm at a point in the game, in like progression-wise, I'm really reasonably certain There's a point that crouch walking is actually faster than regular walking. Hello, sir. Hello, madam. There's probably a better way I could have handled that, like throwing a bottle to get their attention or something. But you know what? It's fine. In the end, they're dead and I'm not. And isn't that what it's all about, really? Ah! The first appearance of the milk.
Whoa. What the hell is this stuff?
Okay, I mean, technically speaking, it's more of a wax-like substance. Or at least that's the intention. But, milk. You okay, Mitty? Mitty was scratching herself, was making a weird noise because she's sitting on top of a box. Oh. Television. Milk channel.
Stop and listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death? Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
But I have proof. Look.
Myra, you're obsessed. You need rest. Once you get past this, you'll learn to accept...
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
Myra, you were right all along.
Yeah, I bet you feel like an asshole.
But why am I seeing this now?
We may never know, honestly. It's a mystery for the ages. Okay, we're gonna go this way. No, we're not. Alright, let's go towards the scary thing. What's the worst that could happen? Nasty. Excuse me. That's gross. Oh shit. Milkman.
Good God, look at the size of that thing. Maybe I can sneak past it.
Okay, just gotta get over there. SEBAS versus Milkman. Round 1, fight. Oh shit. Unnecessary. Aha. Nailed it. Most of the time I do get spotted by this guy. And then I just have to fucking run for my life. It's thankfully not a one-hit kill, but it's kind of annoying. I love that his eyes are just like a cluster of lights. It's great. Ooh. Sneaky, sneaky. I got you. Diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah, you do. Alright, cool. We sure showed him. That's for sure. That's for true. Ah, fuck.
Oh, shit!
That's terrible. And we outie. Bye. Haha. I have fled, making me the victor.
To be fucking stable. Looks like someone's enjoying the show.
Hello. I'm ready for my close-up. Alright, let's make sure we have the right fucking gun out. Locked door. Right about there, and right about there. What? I think this is a cutscene from here on out.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Turn around. Do it slow.
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right. The team psychologist.
I have to use whatever tools I have to survive. Combat isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you. So they're sending independent contractors now? That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team
You can say that again.
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart, and I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something
Aha!
valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here, just in the next room. Let's pair our communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
Absolutely.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt. It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do
A
that?
pinch?
What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but she can't be with you.
Yeah, maybe. But what will happen when I finally find her?
Don't worry. She'll believe the evidence of her eyes once she sees you.
If Mobius knew to keep psychopaths out of STEM, then how did one end up in here?
I don't know. Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here, in secret, to keep an eye out for mental instability.
Yeah, well that didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent. Aware of their own diagnosis, they're able to disguise themselves among us. The fact that this one was able to fool us, he's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered
Wonderful.
out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I helped devise those tests.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I studied the Beacon incident extensively so that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But even then, the environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of Union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted the core's power.
That could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
Oh, hi Gordux. Welcome back to the Shark Stream. Good to see you. It's fine. Don't worry about being able to words. Honestly, who can really words? Let's be real here. I never knew exactly what she meant by like, oh, there's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psycho in here. And it's just like, okay, what? a mom. A mom can be more powerful. How's my health doing anyway? Health's doing fine. Investigate. Okay. So our next step is to head back into Union. I apologize if I seem a little off today. I'm kind of tired, honestly. I was doing a little bit of cleaning before I started, but like, cleaning can be difficult when you're like me and you got ADHD and it's difficult to like commit to fucking anything that isn't like constantly giving you stimulus. That's kind of why I guess I take to video games so much. Except for when the video game is boring. Or sometimes, especially when the video game is boring. I don't know how it works. Minnie, you having some trouble there? Getting up on... No, you're good? Okay. Ah, yeah, Post Plus. Alright, there we go. All loaded up on harpoon bolts, which is nice. Gunpowder. Let's head on out. Oh, hey man, you alright? Yeah, you're probably fine. Let's see how fucked this part of town is.
All right. The theater. I'm coming for you.
Seems pretty fucked, honestly. Though I have to respect the choice of a horrible Lovecraftian eyeball camera monster. That's some sick-ass shit.
I'm the only one who can see it. This thing in here with me. I have to be.
Ah, so that's another encounter with the Whaling Lady.
There's a lock on this door. It looks like if
Oh,
I had a
shit.
key, I could open it.
Please stop. Oh, shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Bottle. Alright, I think it's down. It's down. Aha. Wonderful. Hell yeah, Evil Within 2. Hello, Matt Spratt. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Good to have you. Alright, so since we've done the Wailing Lady once, and I've already kind of shown her off, We'll go ahead, start off by just immediately bouncing right into her side quest in this part of the game. Game that should not have been so good coming from the first game. I don't know what you're talking about. First game is fucking masterpiece. I genuinely love the first game. I will admit that this game is way better. Hello? Oh, hold on.
I'm the only one.
Aha. What in the goddamn... Oh. Well, okay then. This game fucking sends it out the window in terms of quality. It does. Although I will say I like a lot more monster designs from the first game, just kind of in general. Like there's good shit in this game, don't get me wrong. Oh. Hold on. It's making that noise. Oh, it's you. Fuck. Shit, hold on. Don't move. Thank you for not moving. But like pretty much everything else, graphics-wise, story-wise, character-wise, is basically way better in this game. And of course, we are currently on the Stefano Valentini arc. The Lily retrieval arc. Stay right there. Bazinga. Bazinga. I don't think the second antagonist is as interesting as the first. No, I would definitely, in terms of how interesting the antagonists in the game are, I would definitely rank Stefano as top tier. The third antagonist, middle tier, and then Father Theodore is probably, like, bottom tier. Like, Father Theodore is interesting. I definitely like his boss fight a little bit more. Because it's really just kind of a boss rush of the, a lot of the major bosses from the first game. But, like, just compare... When you put him up against the other two antagonists in this game... he doesn't measure up quite as much. One thing that bugs me about SEBAS in this game. What is the one thing that bugs you about SEBAS in this game? Sure keeps acting on the misapprehension that Lily died in the fire, even though it's revealed at the start that she's still alive. I mean, I guess. Dude went like 5 years or so thinking that his daughter was dead. He had, for all intents and purposes, accepted it. And spent a long time, but also at the same time spent a long time blaming himself. So, I can't begrudge him too much for maybe taking a little bit longer than he should to kind of, like, adjust to the idea that she's not dead. And in a similar fashion, it also means that enemies like Father Theodore can take advantage of his guilt. That's totally excusable considering that until you take control of him, he was absolutely washed up and traumatized. Yeah, pretty much.
I can't take it. I'm the only one who can see it. This thing in here with me. I have to be. It looks like I remembered it as a child. It's playing with my mind. If I'm gonna die, I'd rather control how it happens.
But god, the art budget of this game compared to the first. I personally would argue that the art budget for this game was not as good. That's me personally. Because like I've gone through the art book for the first game, and God, like some of the enemy designs, some of the unused enemy designs, like it's fucking incredible. You get so many good enemy designs in the first game, courtesy of Akumi Nakamura. This game still has good enemy designs. You know, I like the circular saw lady just fine. Stefano is a great villain. With his big fucking eyeball shit. I like the wailing lady. I like the final boss. I like the different varieties of enemies. Like you've got like the box standard enemies. You get the fire enemies. You get the wax enemies. I'm talking environmental. Even then, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up for me, honestly. I don't know. I tend to... Oh, shit. I tend to gravitate more towards the first game visually, just kind of in general. The first game did have great cinematic moments. It has one of the single best scene transitions in any horror game I've ever seen. So good that this game uses the exact same scene transition, I want to say at least 3 times. More specifically, I guess I should say twice.
Shit.
But I think it's 3 times. So here's the cool thing. So she goes into the mirror.
This time.
Just slurps right through. And she's heading towards the door, right? And so...
What does that thing want from me?
this door opens as a result. It's a neat little thing. Here we go with mirror puzzles. Gonna do some mirror puzzles today. Hello? Oh, hey. It's me.
Back then.
Hey everybody, it's me. Evil within one step. Oh shit, Christ, fuck. This one over here. Bazinga. I think it's this one. Aha, I was right. I'm so good at video games. Whoop. Oof.
Something's wrong. Why is that thing chasing me again?
It's trying to turn you into a monster, SEBAS. Trying to use your memories against you. You gotta fight it. Like, not not like hand-to-hand combat fight it, but you gotta, like, resist. By sneaking. Oh. So she's just kind of hanging out. Alright, well, let's see if we can just... Beep. And And she's down. Stop laughing, it's weird. Handgun bullets. Wonderful. The things I don't need.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Sure does. Let's go find them.
Damn, he's gonna get mobbed.
Hey, everybody.
Maybe I can get the jump on him.
I mean, I'm not gonna get the jump on him. I'm gonna... Yeah, it's Sykes!
Hey, you over there! You gotta help me! Come on, man! I know you can hear me! Help me out!
Fuck off. Oh, hold on. I would rather you did. What are you shooting at?
There's more of them! They're coming from over there!
Yeah, I can see that.
Come on, man! Do something! Almost got him!
Ow, my guts. Ow, my guts. Hold on, where are you? There you are. I got him eventually.
You just saved my ass. I didn't think anyone would come.
You're from the search team. How did you end up here?
I was looking for something.
And what would that be?
Look, it's dangerous out here. Come to my safe house so we can talk.
Lead the way.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you tapping at? I see you tapping things. Can I help you, good sir? Are you trying to eat my earbuds again? Hey, stop that. You're a goober. Hear that? You're a goob. Can't leave my earbuds unprotected, lest my cat eat them. Hello. I think my favorite description of Stefano is that he's basically a JoJo villain, because that's so apt.
Thanks again for helping me out. I'm Sykes.
Sebastian Castellanos.
Castellanos, huh? I've heard of you. You survived the Beacon incident, right?
How do you know that?
Sure did.
I'm a STEM programmer, but I've got other skills too, like hacking information systems. I know all kinds of things that nobody else knows, not even other members of the team.
Then you know who Lily is.
Yeah, we're all trying to find her. Haven't had any luck though. That's why you're here, huh?
That's right. But if you can't help me with that, then we've got nothing else to discuss. Good luck.
Hey, hold on. We might still be able to help each other out.
This better be good.
Look, there's a bunch of stuff in here that you could probably use. And you can have it for saving me out there. You want to hear my proposal? Come on back to me.
I'm already married. No, I'm not gonna propose to you. I take weapon parts. I take bullet, gunpowder, this stuff. I'm reloaded on this, right? Yeah. Ah! Goodness.
All right, I'm all
Whoa.
ears. How can we help each other?
I need you to restore the server inside the mirror. It should be easy enough as long as none of those freaks are around. Here's where it's located.
Should be easy enough.
Hold on, I haven't agreed to anything yet. What's in it for me?
You do that for me, I can open up all the locked supply caches for you.
And what's in it for you?
If you get the server on, I may be able to find another way out of Union.
There's really a way to get out of Union?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure as hell gonna give it a try. They've lost contact with STEM. We're totally cut off. If we don't find the core, we're all gonna die in here. Unless I can figure a way out.
How is that possible?
You really want me to waste your time talking a bunch of technical gibberish?
Yes.
All I have to do is turn it on? How did the server go offline in the first place?
All I'm saying is if you turn on that server, I can give it a shot. Look at this place. It's breaking apart out there. I'm surprised anything is working. But then again, Mobius probably turned it off themselves. They've got all kinds of emergency protocols.
I've been following the Thanks Ken Pender's blog a lot, so all this talk of Mobius is kind of fucking me
When I
up.
become expendable, well, that's when I start to look for the exit door. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So, you gonna help me out or not?
Not. Plot twist. Oh. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Let's go ahead, get a screenshot of that. Wonderful. Yeah, we still on this? We still doing this? Okay. Who goes there? Because I do have an axe on hand that I want to use. Where is she? I know she's around here somewhere. Also, there's another one. Aha! I found you. Nailed it. Hey, lady! Holy shit, is that guaranteed at all? So the thing about the hysterics is that, they are susceptible to damage from things that would normally one-hit kill enemies, but they take at least 2, I believe. So, like, conceptually speaking, if you were to get 2 stealth kill attempts on them, they would die on the second stealth kill. Alternatively, if I were to, like, go in swinging when I've got the brass knuckles on, it would take at least 2 hits from that. Or 2 axes. Head stab to explode slash. Oh, not so much. Only because you noticed that... oh. Rude. You noticed that after I did the stealth stab, the stealth attack, she started swinging her knife wildly. The fact that I didn't get hit by that is actually a bit of a miracle. You can swing at them when they're still in panic swing animation. Yeah, you can do that. But the fact, like I said, the fact I didn't get hit is a bit of a miracle. Okay, so let's go ahead, pop this before we head back into the marrow.
What the hell are these things about? Damn it. Lily's inside there.
Oh. Ah, they're cursed, of course.
You did not appreciate my beautiful
I didn't. I shot her a bunch.
More to your liking. Listen,
No! Somebody help me!
I'm preparing my greatest work yet, but you are not worthy enough to witness it. Not until you learn to respect my art. Listen to their screams, the echoes of my work.
Respect art.
Also,
Time to put Hoffman's theory to the test.
also 5 years and Lily hadn't aged. No, the implication is that Lily did age. At the very least, because... So what it is... I'm going to have to pause while I explain this. So, what it is there's a lot of moments within this game where Sebastian meets up with versions of Lily and Myra. Every time he meets up with a version of Lily and Myra, whether it's when he first dives in and it's like, oh, happier home times and stuff like that, or later on when he's in the house and he has the moment with Myra who has appeared out of nowhere. As established in the way that STEM works in the first game, everyone's brains are just dumped into a big pot. You know, it's a mix of memories, it's a mix of fears, desires, things like that. And one person's experience can be completely different from another person's. Any time that Sebastian sees Lily in this game, other than I want to say the first time that he sees her, and I'm not even sure if the first time that he sees her is like the 9-year-old Lily versus like the 9 or 10-year-old Lily versus like the 5-year-old Lily that she would have been when she had initially quote unquote died. But like every time that he's seen her in STEM, it has been a representation either created by her own subconscious projecting itself into Sebastian's headspace, or an illusion created by somebody who knew Lily in life. Because Lily was very young when she was initially kidnapped. And the age that she's at in this game is the proper age for the amount of time it's been since she was kidnapped. It's kind of a similar thing when Sebastian's talking to Myra, because one of the big things that I've seen people talk about in this game is that every time that Sebastian sees like Lily or Myra, he's convinced it is that person in his presence. And there's something to be said about that. At the very least with maybe like say the illusions of Lily that Father Theodore conjures up, where it's just like Sebastian at that point should know better. He is also still very much traumatized from not only Lily's initial death, but also the shock of finding out that she's alive. So it's hard to really kind of get on his case for that again. But like with the example where he ends up in their old house later in the game and he meets up with Myra, it is entirely possible that that is actually Myra, but like a version of Myra's own subconscious projected into Sebastian's headspace. Rather than the actual Myra, who at that point we know has lost her fucking mind and turned into a big milk lady. Or at the very least, that's how I've always read it. Unreliable. I'm still dealing with like a cut on the underside of my tongue that's making like using my mouth for anything kind of a chore. So I apologize if I sometimes slip up while I'm talking, because it's a bit of a mess. You got anything new for me?
By the way,
Hoffman. Nope. By the way. Bye. Take a fucking sip, SEBAS. Where are we going? Alright. Yeah, I would need to double check how Lily looks in the initial nightmare versus how Lily looks like in other parts of the game. But I think it's actually fairly accurate to what her age should be. So you gonna make a comment about all the milk being gone? I wonder if he only does that after if you kind of go back into the hallway before going into Union again. Oh well. Alright, it should be this door, I think. Bazinga! Hello! Mr. Monster! Are you in here? That's a big no. And again, this room is not properly ventilated for these servers. These things are going to generate a lot of heat. I know this is all imaginary. This isn't real. But like, come on. If you're going to give like your weird imaginary town structure, you might as well fucking build a way to vent all the heat coming off these servers. Bazinga. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. What was that noise? Oh, hold on. There we go. Taking this. Bazinga. I don't remember you guys being in here. And let's turn. Oh, nope, not that. Okay, let's just keep that on our back. That's fine. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, hold on. I am here. Oof. Oh. Bad guy! Ow, my guts. I love how that's just like floating. Look, it's not even attached to anything. Hold on, can I get like good shot of that just kind of floating on my back there? No, not at the moment. It's floating though. You all saw it. That's great. I love video games. Whoop. Why not? Hey, lady. Oh, you're getting back up. Stop that. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get that off of there. That's starting to get a little too goofy. Bazinga. Bazinga. Wom. Get those computers. I can't believe they built Union to have computers like this. Like, what do they have? The budget of like a high school or something? Not now. Goodness. I'll be back for you later. Alright, let's go head back to Sykes. And, oh, actually, there should be... Didn't they just imagine the stuff into being? There are some very nostalgic SysOps in the SysOps. System operators. I mean, I guess, but like... Why would you get nostalgic for shitty computers? I don't get nostalgic for shitty computers. Oh. Chill out. Okay, they're coming for me. Ow. Hold on. Stand still. Bottle! Taking this. And I take my leave. Shut up. You too. Dude, I'm nostalgic for shitty computers. I have a Spectrum Plus 2 and an Amiga 600. You've given SEBAS a Megaton punch. Yeah, you should... So, my favorite thing about the punch animation is that sometimes it glitches, and SEBAS does a fucking 360 whirlwind punch. It's the greatest thing in the world. think it happened last time I streamed this game. I'm hoping it happens again, honestly.
I knew you'd make it
It's the
back.
only viable punch. It's true. Hi, are things working now?
Server is online.
Yeah, I'm already in. I unlocked the supply containers just like I promised.
there's
See
a
if you can
cat
open that one there.
Hello, Ragnarok. I'm getting explosive box.
Thanks again for helping me out. The hard part comes next.
Can you really do it? Get out of Union?
Like I said, I'm gonna give it my best shot. But there's a ton of data I gotta scrub through before I can even start. I just hope I can do it before this place turns into a pile of gravel and guts. It's gonna take me a while.
I mean, have you looked
So what
outside?
happens if you get out of Union?
If I can make it out of the Mobius building alive, first thing I'm gonna do is disable my damn chip.
Chip?
Yeah. Everybody in Mobius has got a subdermal chip in their head. Sorta like an RFID, but way more advanced. And I mean everybody. From the administrator all the way down to the guy who cleans the toilets.
And you submit to
Toilets.
that willingly?
Like they say, membership has its privileges. That chip will open a lot of doors for you if you got one. The downside is...
Including a door later in the game.
They can make my life a living hell if they think I disobeyed them.
I guess you can worry about that if you make it out of here. I might be interested in getting out of here too.
You're welcome to, but I'm not gonna wait around for you. I'm leaving here as soon as I find a way. Your best bet is to hang out here with me and wait until I figure this out.
No way. I'm not leaving this place without Lily.
Theoretically, if you find her, you'll restore this place and get yourself out.
I'd prefer to take Lily out the back door with me. Mobius just wants to plug her back into STEM. And God knows what they've got planned for me. If we could just get out when they're not looking.
Well, either way, I've got a lot of work to do. Otherwise, nobody's using the back door.
Let's pair up our communicators. Call me before you leave.
Yeah, okay. Good luck out there.
Alright, so we've done a couple side quests, which means it would not be... Oh, hold on. There's a bunch of fucking stuff. Oh! Ammo pouch. Nope. And handgun bullets. It would not be inappropriate to do a couple photo slides. Oh, Blue Skidoo, we can too. Hello, kitty. Stinky kitty. I'm kidding, Tatiana. You don't stink.
Pick up.
Let's go.
I'm here.
The first time I saw Myra, she was wearing that uniform. I think I fell in love with her right then and there. I didn't want to admit it to myself. But after she was injured on duty, I knew I couldn't risk not telling her how I felt. She was such a great wife and mother that I sometimes forget she was a great detective, too. She was right. She knew there was something fishy about Lily's death. I mean, kidnapping. I should have believed her from the start.
There's no way you could have predicted the truth, Sebastian. You know this.
It's me, Kidman.
Good to know you're still there, Sebastian.
After Beacon, I tried to make some sense of what happened to me. But everyone said I was delusional. Or hiding the truth. I started to believe that maybe they were right. That maybe I was crazy. I felt so frustrated. Useless. Drinking was the only thing that killed the pain. So much time wasted. I could have tried harder. Shit.
Don't beat yourself up, Sebastian. When Mobius doesn't want to be found.
Don't make excuses for me, Kidman. I fucked up.
Look, Sebastian, this isn't the time to dwell on the past. This is the time to make up for it. Self-pity is what led you to drink in the first place. You have a chance to get back what you lost. Don't lose sight of that.
Harsh, but true. You're right, Kidman. Thanks.
You're welcome. Kitty cat, oh kitty, kitty, kitty. Alright. Okay. Can I... Hello? No, I guess? Okay. I'll just leave then, if you're gonna be like that. Okay, time to explore. Got some goo on the ground over here. Gonna go ahead and just kind of ignore that for now. That's fine. Oh, fuck! Rude. So there's a hotel and a bar that the paintings are in. I don't want to go to either of them just yet, because there's a couple more side things that we can take care of before we do all that. I am going to go down this alleyway. Oh, that's the thing. That's it being like, hey, you're near something. You maybe want to check that out? And I'm just like, no. Really don't. Uh. Haha! Entirely unnecessary, but I'm glad there's an animation for it. I mean, I want to feel like a cool guy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm taking this. You clearly don't need them. That guy just dropped from the sky. I saw that. Hey, everybody. Oh, they see me. Oh. Bottle. Fuck you. Taking this. Another pile of bodies. Mysterious body pile. Oh. Fuck you. I got a storage room key. Hooray.
Where there's a key, there's a lock. Wonder where it could be.
Let's find out.
Trapped. Gotta get out of here. All I wanted was to find the APC and get the hell out of here. Help! Can anybody hear me? Oh god. I'm gonna die in STEM. It'll be like I never existed at all. Sorry, Lawson. Looks like I won't be back to pick you up with the APC after all.
Tragic. I don't know who that is. Ah, body parts. Oop. Hey, come over here. Wouldn't it be hilarious if you came over here? Oh. Maybe a little closer over here? Oh! Okay. What the? Alright. Okay. This isn't going quite as good as I had hoped. Oop. You're dropping heads. Oh, yep. She's down. Taking this. That's cool that she has an animation for that. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I probably have. I think it's over this way. There's the diner. This way, maybe? Juke Diner. There it is. Alley-oop. Just gotta bust our way in here. We're in. Shotgun.
That's more like it.
Oh. I am full up on axes. Whoa.
Shit!
I don't like that. Super don't like that 64. New super don't like that you. And we're good. Nothing bad actually happens as a result of that. It's just a spooky thing. Congratulations, you got spooked. I think that's basically everything here. So our next step is we need to go fucking murder some art. Who's ready to kill art? Fuck art. Zuby Bunny voice, fuck art. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Can't go over that. Da-da-da-da. Devil's Own Taproom. I think it's here. If I had to guess. Bazinga. Hello? Mr. Stefano. I'm here for your art. And these bottles.
So this is his art? It's just a photo.
Don't let a photographer hear you say that.
I'm gonna stab the shit out of you.
Somebody wanted to put that line in the script and then did it. And I gotta admire that kind of devil may care attitude.
Shit. Locked. Gotta find a key or something.
Maybe a chainsaw.
Don't cry.
Oh.
You're becoming art. You shall be part of my obscura.
Gross, man.
Less malleable than clay, softer than marble. It really is the perfect medium.
I don't know, man. Have you tried, like...
Oh, I can't concentrate like this. A sculpture doesn't
Clip
need-
Studio Paint or something? Nasty. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going over here. Oh, wonderful. Oh. Oh, hey, when did that guy get here? Hello, sir. Mind if I take these? Oh! And he's gone. Wonderful. Oh! And now there are heads. Oh, hey, guys. Surprise! What? You know what? That works. That benefited me, so I'm fine with it. nailed it. Whoa. Camera. Chill out. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, shit. I forgot. For I am a fool. There we go. Yeah, your boy's got the key now. Now it'll be as easy as 1, 2, 3. Never mind. Everyone's always got to be so dramatic. Oh, here's a room with nothing in it. Whoops. Electrified
Okay,
barbed
Hoffman.
wire.
Hope you're right about destroying these things. Here we go.
Aha. Oof.
Destroying that freak's work was actually therapeutic, but I'm not done yet.
Hell yeah.
One more.
There's that faint scratching noise again. That's unsettling. Don't like that one bit. Alright, now other one should be this direction. Thereabouts. Ho ho. Here we go. The Sanctuary Hotel. Up there somewhere. There are a couple things on the bottom floor we're going to go ahead and clear out here. This is actually where you find the coffee mug from Prey, if you're looking for like all the Bethesda collectibles. That's a hand. I'm actually gonna take a quick moment here. Because apparently the game won't let me craft like a normal fucking person.
Let's finish this.
This is dependent on which one you do first, by the way. No matter which painting you go to first, he'll always say, I'll stab the shit out of you at the first one, and then by the second one he knows how it works. So, the second painting is basically Obscura round 2. And while in the first fight with Obscura, we could only delay her until the,
You again.
until the thing finished. In this one, we can actually kill her. So I'm gonna kill her.
All right.
Yoink.
This should get me close to that art. Shit. Maybe I can sneak by it.
Or maybe I can just fucking murder it. Come on. Peekaboo. Oh, shit. Whoop. Okay. You know what? That's on me. I kind of fucked that up. I am actually fucking this up quite a bit. Hold on. Let's make this a little bit easier on myself. Ouch. What? Hey, guess what? Oh, oh, and she's down. Now you may ask, what do you get for killing Obscura? Pretty decent payday, all things considered. But also, you have to live with the fact that you killed the coolest boss in the game. I was hoping for a part of her weird head being used to solve a puzzle. Yeah, if only.
Made it. Hopefully I'm done with those things for a while.
Chamber key. Wow. Ow. My guts. Ow, my guts. What? Oh, shit. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. You know what? Fair. I didn't get a prompt. I should have kept going around. That one's on me. Try that one more time. And also, maybe, like, get my health up a little bit. That's weird that it didn't give me the prompt before, but gave it to me that time. But what are you gonna do? Okay, so we have destroyed both pieces of art. As such, there is a specific Easter
That's
egg
both
that
of
we
them.
can get now.
Should have done the trick. Better head back to the theater and see if I can get in.
The reason that we can only get the Easter egg now is because we have to do something that at this point it makes absolutely no sense for us to do. And that is to go back to the first area of Union. And, like, I think that's as good a time as any for an Easter egg, because it's just like... okay, maybe sometime before this you're just like, you know what, I want to go back and check out some other parts of the first area of Union. But like at this point, it's just like, okay, I have destroyed both pieces of art. Next thing to do is obviously to head into the theater. Why would you do anything else? It's just like, no. You head back to Union next, and you get a funny Easter egg. So that's what we're gonna do. As such, it's gonna be a little bit, while we just kind of like backtrack through areas we've been to. So do just bear with me. The Sons of Liberty Credit Union. Where relevant joke about MGS2 because I forget pretty much everything that happens in that game. Oh, hold on. What was that? Odal? Odal. It's been a while since I've played MGS2, okay? You can't expect me to remember everything that happens. Or can you? Let's go. So like I said, the process of this Easter egg involves us going all the way back to the first area of Union, so gonna be a little bit while we make that trek. So let's see, what to talk about in the meantime. So discussed this a little bit when I played Halo Reach with Natalie, I think earlier in this week. But we saw Frozen 2 recently, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I was one of those people that when the first Frozen came out, I very, like, kind of vehemently spoke against it. Which was almost, which, like, I'll admit was almost entirely due to how much that movie was hyped. Because just, like, I didn't feel it lived up to how much Disney was, like, really pushing it, you know? Like, I thought there were better movies that, like, even Disney had made. Like, I generally regard Tangled as a far superior film, and especially in the wake of like later movies like Zootopia, Moana, being just kind of overall better. Like Tangled and Moana specifically, I would say, just because, you know, they're part of the whole like Disney princess category. But, like, over time, I've really kind of mellowed out on Frozen. And, like, you know, looking back on it, just like, you know what, it's okay. It's still not nearly the, like, landmark film it was hyped up to be. And I think, like, that's just kind of something that, like, you know, the world at large needs to, like, be aware of. Just, like, Yeah, Frozen was okay, but it wasn't, like, that good. And I don't think that's a problem or anything. Like, I enjoy plenty of movies that, like, aren't necessarily the best in the world, but I still like them. Um, Having said that, I've enjoyed most things that have come out after Frozen, but are still related to the movie itself. Like, I remember seeing Frozen Fever in theaters and thinking it was genuinely entertaining. Um, Coco came out, and it was paired up with Olaf's Frozen Adventure, which, while maybe a little bit of a lengthy prologue to put on a movie like that, like, I don't think anyone was expecting to go to Coco and have to sit through half an hour of Frozen content prior to that. Are there bad guys in here? Hey, everybody! Oh, no. Hold on. There we go. Hey, gamers. I don't think anyone was, going to, oh, fun Day of the Dead film and expecting to have to sit through Frozen 1.5. But, like, fuck, here we are, I guess. But, like, even that was pretty good, honestly. Like, I rewatched Olaf's Frozen Adventure recently, and I like it. It's a fun short. Like, some of the dialogue is maybe a little weak, just like, oh man, how will we ever find our holiday tradition? Oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault we don't have any traditions. And it's just like, what? Why do you... Who talks like this? Like, at the end of it, I get emotional. I'm just like, oh. It's not just that, like, oh, Olaf is our tradition. It's that they see that Olaf is our tradition, and there's, like, a fucking, like, do you want to build a snowman leitmotif? And it's just like, oh, that hits me. That hits me harder than I would expect it to. Also, it's just fucking funny. Like, when the goddamn sleigh goes over the edge of that cliff, and he's just like, oh, the fire's out, and then it catches on fire again. That's the funniest fucking thing in the world to me. That sleigh has no reason to catch on fire again, but it does. I like that they've populated this area with new enemies just in case you decided to come back. I appreciate that, video game. Thank you. I'm glad that you're thinking of me and my needs. So yeah, that can work if you time it right. Like, she has a moment just after her wild swinging that she kind of like pauses before she activates again. So that kind of maneuver can work. It's just kind of rough. But Frozen 2, I would definitely say I enjoyed it a lot more than the first movie. And I don't know. I think that's just kind of because I like that it kind of leans into, like, the fantasy aspects more than anything. Like, the first movie is very much like a Disney princess movie. It's like, oh, Anna is convinced she's found her true love. Oh, what's wrong with Elsa? You know, it's just... It's very kind of, like, uncomplicated, I guess. I do appreciate that the Frozen movies seem to be Disney's way of approaching things like, I guess, mental illness to a certain extent. Like how a big part of Frozen 1 is that Elsa clearly has a large amount of anxiety about everything. And then one of the big songs in Frozen 2, I think Kristen Bell, Anna's voice actress, said that it's very much influenced by her own struggles with, like, depression and stuff like that. And that is probably one of the songs that kind of, like, hit me the hardest. So here we are back in the first area of Union, where we're going to go ahead and go get us a little Easter egg. Like I said, the big thing about this Easter egg is that you have no reason to be back here. Why would you come back to this area? You don't have to. There's nothing... Like, once you've left this area, if you've, like, done all of the side content already, you can... You don't have to come back here. There's no reason. But if you do, and let's say you go back to O'Neill, and the game is just like, okay, clearly you went through a lot of effort to get back here. Might as well give you a little something for your trouble. Bottle. Oh. Ow. Ow. Bottle. Taking this. Alright. I have read some criticisms about Frozen 2 that I guess I kind of have to agree with. Like, and I spoke about this on Twitter a little bit as well. There are a lot of people, and, like, part of this is in response to that one Polygon article that came out about the song Show Yourself, and it being like, oh, it's about, you know, coming out and stuff like that. And it's just like, look, it is fine and valid if you were to read the entirety of Frozen as sort of like a wink wink nudge nudge coming out metaphor. I just feel like we're past the point where we need that to be metaphor and can just be explicit about it. Have characters be gay. Like, I think it's wrong necessarily to discount the need and effectiveness of allegory and metaphor altogether, simply because, like, you never know what kid is going to watch Frozen, see Elsa's journey, and, like, identify with that on some level, and realize that, like, Elsa's journey is similar to their own. Similarly, you don't know which kid is going to look at Elsa and find her attractive and thus realize, like, oh shit, I'm gay.
What are you doing here?
I'm in the middle of some serious shit right now, O'Neill. I could use some help out there.
No way.
Are you kidding? Do you know how long it took me to come back here to talk to you about this?
You could have just called, you know.
Are you coming with me or not?
I told you I wasn't going to leave this place. It's fucking evil out there.
That may be, but there's evil within, too.
Whatever. I'll take my chances in here. See you around, Sebastian.
They didn't need to put that in there, but they did, and I appreciate it. Okay, so now we need to make the long trek back. But yeah, there's kind of been a lot of, like, talk about this sort of thing. I remember, God, what was it? There was like a Tumblr post that was talking about how, like, the discussion of media in queer spaces is always very strange. Like, the discourse online generally kind of emphasizes, no, it's important that there's good representation. You know, we can't constantly have bury your gays. We can't constantly have all of this wink wink nudge nudge hinting at potentially gay content. Whereas the reality of it is a little bit messier, I think is the best way to put it. Where, like, you can't necessarily control the media that kind of, like, awakens that part of you, you know? There could be someone who watches Frozen 2, and sees themselves in Elsa. Or possibly, as I mentioned, ends up attracted to Elsa. And I think that's just as valid of a direction to come from in terms of, like, you know, sort of coming into your own as any other method. But at the same time, like I was saying on Twitter, it is kind of tiring that, like, a lot of what we get is still just wink wink nudge nudge. Like, more and more children's media is getting a little bit more explicit about it. I'm thinking the Hey Arnold movie explicitly showing their teacher with his boyfriend. I'm thinking Arthur explicitly having a gay wedding in it. Things like She-Ra, She-Ra having a non-binary character, so on and so forth. But I think the most prominent example that I can think of, and it's only the most prominent one probably because it has an example of both versions of this, likely Rocko's Modern Life. As the creator of Rocko's Modern Life talked about when Static Cling came out, they did a coming out metaphor episode in the show's original run with Mr. Bighead publicly, like, displaying that he wants to be a clown. Maybe not the cleanest coming out metaphor in the world, but, like, the story worked, and the main thing was just, like, we wanted to do a coming out story, but we had to work within the constraints of, like, what the censors would allow at the time, which was back in the 90s, like I said. 80s and 90s coming out stories had to be wink wink nudge nudge. That was just kind of like the truth of the matter. Fast forward like 20 years or so, and you get Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling, which, rather than be wink wink nudge nudge about a coming out story, no, one of the characters from the original series is a trans woman. And, like, they just fucking went for it, and it's kind of like the central theme of the story itself. You know, things change. Change can be good. And sometimes it's important, and you can't just constantly be latching on to the way things used to be. But, like, that's kind of what I'm talking about, is just, like, we live in a world now where, like, yes, Unfortunately, there is still a lot of homophobia, both in our country and outside our country. Um, but all the same, we live in a world where we don't necessarily have to be wink wink nudge nudge about it anymore. Um, LGBT plus people and issues are more visible than ever, honestly. And, media obviously should reflect that. Now, there's similarly been a bit of more of a push of just like stop trying to beg for representation from big conglomerates and support queer creators, and like that's as reasonable of a direction to take with it also, but we should still demand better of all media representation, honestly. Whether it's in the indie scene or whether it's a big conglomerate. Like, is the fact that there are queer indie creators a reason to not expect bigger companies to like give good representation? I don't think it's a I think it's a reason. I think it's still important to support those indie creators, but like, you know, still fight the good fight, basically. Like, so I have this story I've been working on since college, Morph Kind. Um, Furry, all the characters are anthropomorphic animals. It's like kind of a sci-fi action story, the sort of things that I really enjoy watching and consuming. Like one movie that always kind of influenced how I kind of viewed the sort of stories I wanted to tell with Morph Kind was Lockout, a film by Luc Besson, starring Guy Pearce. It's pretty good. A fun thing that I learned about that movie is that because I haven't seen Escape from New York, but evidently the plot of Lockout is so similar to Escape from New York that John Carpenter sued the filmmakers and won as a result, which, good for him, honestly. I fucking love John Carpenter's shit. It's great. But Lockout, and, knowing that it's apparently so similar kind of makes me really want to watch Escape from New York. But Lockout is one of those movies that, like, I look at that and I'm just like, this is kind of the story that I want to tell. This sort of, like, really kind of contained action set pieces, like, things like that. But when I initially wrote it, I was in college. I was in a very different place. And since then, I've realized a lot of the things that are kind of important to storytelling and the sort of representation that is important these days. So I have rewritten the story a couple of times at this point. I'm on a newer rewrite recently. And one thing that I've been trying to do is I've been trying to push the representation that I know I already have, because when I first wrote that story, there was a lot of stuff about the characters that I hadn't developed yet. Since then, more of my characters have been, like, representative of, like, the LGBT community. I have several trans characters now. I have very few characters that I would necessarily classify as 100% straight. And in this most recent rewrite, I'm trying to kind of like push that in the narrative a little bit more in ways that make sense. Because, like, I look at where we are in terms of, like, our society and our media, and I think that sort of thing's important. That, like, I make sure that, yeah, it's not just subtext. It's text. Subtext is for cowards. Okay, so now that we've had our little detour to see that cute little Easter egg, we're actually going to go ahead and go fight Stefano now. I don't know how long I've been streaming for. My PSVR headset is in the way. I have PSVR now, by the way. Got that for my birthday from my parents. I am very excited to possibly make some content with it. It came with Skyrim VR, Resident Evil 7, and a couple of other things. I think there's like a golf game in there. I don't know. But I'm excited to possibly take it for a spin. One thing that's kind of weird is that when you use the PSVR headset, the audio, both input and output, defaults to what's on the PSVR headset. So, like, normally what I do when I stream on the Xbox or on the PS4 is that I have my headset plugged directly into the controller, because then I can use the microphone for my audio when I stream.
You dare to destroy my work? You
I do.
expect me to bend to your will? Just
100%.
like them, thinking they could sculpt me into what I am not. What they created in here, it's marvelous. They wasted it because they had no imagination. Because they are not artists. They want to control me, manipulate me. You want to stop me, but you have failed. Because with the power of the core, I can create my art forever.
Wish you wouldn't. Oh my god, Gage, get Polybius. I don't know what that is, but I'll look it up. The main thing that I want to get, and I don't have the Move controllers yet, so I can't get this. If you would like to help me get Move controllers for PSVR, you can donate the money for that in the link just below the stream. They are like $100 right now. Alternatively, if you'd just like to help out me, Natalie, and our two lovely cats, Armageddon, or... Wow, just made myself sad. If you'd like to help out me, Natalie, and our two lovely cats, Ragnarok and Calamity, you can go ahead and just donate at that link. Really, every little bit helps. It is the Christmas season, so we could genuinely use as much help as we can. Polybius is a Jeff Minter 3D tube shmup. It's ridiculous how much those controllers cost considering they were for the PS3. Yeah, I think what it is that fucking Sony like made these goddamn things. It's just like, fuck, nobody's buying these. Well, stop making them, I guess. And then they made the PSVR. It's just like, shit, we could use the Move controllers for these. Should we keep making them? It's just like, give it a little bit. Let's let them sweat. Let's walk into a cool cutscene.
What the hell is he doing to these people?
So evidently there were a lot more people in Union who survived everything up till now
This
than
chase has
initially
been
thought.
entertaining. But even the greatest entertainments must come to an end.
The girl! Where is she?
I commend you for making it this far. If perseverance were an art form, you would be a master. Perhaps not a Michelangelo, but a Van Gogh at the very
Enough
least.
art school bullshit! Where is she?
The core is safe with me. I took her on his orders. But once I realized the extent of her powers, how could I possibly hand her over?
What I'm doing is more important than mere personal gain. He could never understand this.
He? Who is he?
Eh?
It doesn't matter. He won't be around much longer. My work, however, will continue.
I always feel that that's a very, like, Japanese trope, is like the
Picasso
vague use of like he or that place or that person.
Crimson period. Shit. No, don't! Behold my latest
Gross.
creation. No!
I gotta admit, that's actually pretty cool. Like, yeah, okay. I can get behind that. Yeah, we're still gonna kill him. He's gonna die.
Flesh and blood.
You sick bastard!
How will I ever top this?
You won't. You might as well just give up.
Find a way. Her
Oh, okay.
fear is always inspiring. Nothing like the corruption of innocence to spark the fire of creation.
That's a really creepy way to put that, but okay.
Cannot have her. You would do nothing with her power. You are an uncomprehending Neanderthal. She's useless in your hands.
She's my fucking daughter, you prick. Whoopsie daisy. Y'all like the Scarecrow sequences in Arkham Asylum?
I'm coming for you, asshole.
I sure do. Alley-oop. Oof. Yikes.
Holy shit.
I joke, but this is literally just the Scarecrow sequences from Arkham Asylum. But again, not that that's a bad thing. Those sequences are really cool, and this sequence is really cool. Oh, nope. Never mind. Oh shit. Haha. Come on. A little more. Whoa! Don't like that. This looks way better than the Scarecrow sequences, though. Yeah, though, to be fair, the Scarecrow sequences had the handicap of coming out in... Oh, when was that? Hold on. Okay, Google. When was Batman Arkham Asylum released?
Batman Arkham Asylum's initial release date is August 25th, 2009.
2009, so this came out like a full 8 years later. I wonder if... So, I tried to look up when Jaws came out a few weeks back, and Google has a weird idea of when Jaws came out. Let's see if it still has that problem. Okay, Google. When was Jaws released?
Jaws was released in Traverse City on July 29, 2014.
Yeah, there it is. I don't know why Google thinks that Jaws came out in 2014. No, it's talking about the movie, but apparently the movie had some recent, like, theater showing or something, I guess, that happened in, like, 2014, as opposed to, you know, the mid to late 1970s. Oh, shit. I do love Jaws, though. I've never seen the other Jaws movies. I find it weird that they stopped at 4. Like, I guess they almost would have had to, but, like, there are plenty of other, like, horror monster movies that went on to have several more iterations. Like, fucking there have been, like, a billion Halloween movies across three different internal continuities. Oh, it saw me. Prime example of why we can't fucking trust Google to do anything right anymore. Also, I want to talk about that movie because I can sit through Deep Blue Sea, but I can't sit through Jaws, and I think it's because Jaws is a better horror movie overall. Like in Deep Blue Sea, you see the characters get mauled and devoured, and you see it happen. But Jaws, you often see people getting dragged underwater, or the use of abrupt cuts. It's always a lot of fun to read about how Jaws came to be, because a lot of those things with like the abrupt cuts or not showing the monster quite as much and forcing the viewer to fill in the gaps is because the fucking shark wouldn't work. Like, the plan had always been to show the shark in its entirety, but the fucking mechanics of it didn't quite play out the way they wanted it to. And as such, they had to get creative with it. And I mean, in the end, it makes a much better film. But I always think that it's a lot of fun to just kind of like read about like exactly what caused them to have to make the decisions cinematography-wise that they had to make. I think that's the worst thing that a horror movie can do. Yeah, obviously if it shows the monster too much, then it's hard to take it seriously, but like obviously Jaws is really good at like ramping up tension, you know, between like the theme, the use of its own cinematography and stuff like that. But one of the things that like the horror and the tension in Jaws is always really good. Every time I've watched it, I've had a really good time. But the thing that always gets me the most about Jaws, and honestly about Spielberg movies in general, there's some stuff in here we actually still need to kind of go over, so hold on.
At least he died fighting. Without him, that stable field emitter would still be off.
How many IRL sharks has Jaws indirectly killed? Oh, the number is untold. Like, Jaws caused people to want to kill sharks. Like, and as much as I love the movie, I can't really forgive it for that because holy shit, the damage done to like the worldwide ecosystem in the wake of Jaws cannot be understated. First of all, the shark isn't very big. There's some supernatural shit going on in some scenes. You can see the propulsion systems. Jaws 4 killed the franchise. It's edited poorly. Genuinely pinned Jaws as one of the worst movies of all time because of its real body count. Yeah, and that's really unfortunate. But also sometimes it's just fun to watch the shark eat people. That's kind of how I've always been. Increased hunting in beaches during the summer actually had low attendance. Yeah, like, things have been getting better overall. And thanks in part to the years where Shark Week was actually good, I think people have a much clearer sort of wall between fantasy and reality with regards to sharks, which allows them to keep making like Shark Attack movies. I do still kind of want to see the Meg, honestly, if only because I like a lot of the actors that are in that movie, like Jason Statham, or who was the other one? Hold on. Oh wow, 46% on Rotten Tomatoes. I should have seen that coming when I opened this up. Oh, Ruby Rose is in it. Li Bingbing is one of the ones that is one of the big reasons I want to see that. Okay, I can sit through that because there's some legitimate weird choices made for that movie. Feels like only furries celebrate Shark Week correctly nowadays, and God bless them for it. All right, and we have all this stuff about Stefano as well.
Take a look at some of the information I was able to dig up on your guy.
Stefano Valentini, artist. Yeah, that's him all right.
He's quite a flamboyant character. Seems he never reached the level of success that he wanted.
Sounds familiar.
Probably because he's a goddamn psychopath.
Failed.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Let's hope this
I forgot that Sebastian literally compares Stefano Valentini to fucking Hitler. Woof. I have a bit of a kink for fish people, merfolk, so that's something I support. Yeah, fair. I keep forgetting that JB and Audrey changed the name of our group chat in Discord to Sypha Feet Pics after the fucking Castlevania stream. Hold on. I mean, Stefano's got Hitler fringe going on. Oof. Oof. Yes. But is it art? This fucking thing being like, yeah, Stefano's art is really just kind of like shock for shock's sake. He's kind of sucks. I like that they I like that they saw that he had egocentric tendencies, but they're just like, he's just an artist. He's not a psychopath. And then, of course, he was also a war photographer, which is why he has a messed up eye, because there's a piece of shrapnel. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. The big thing that I always gravitate towards with Jaws, and the thing that I enjoy about, like, there's a couple other movies I've seen that also do it pretty good. I'm thinking It Chapter 1 and Super 8 specifically, is the way that the town is rendered. A lot of the people in Jaws are, cause God, which island was that fucking filmed on? Was it Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket? I think it was Martha's Vineyard. A lot of the people in Jaws are locals from where they filmed, to really kind of give the movie a sense of realism. And the movie does a great job building the community without getting into the deeper aspects of the community. Like, it feels like a world that is lived in by these characters. And that's always something that Spielberg's done really, really well. And that people have emulated in other movies to varying degrees of success.
My next piece will be amazing. The full absorption of her powers, the subjugation of her will. It will be art in every sense of the word. But what is art without an audience? I need
Gross.
you here to make the piece complete.
That's not how it's gonna end.
Stefano, I'm gonna fucking body slam you. Yeah, it's kind of like how, like, I want to say, Stranger Things, which I still need to finish fucking season 3. Holy shit, I have been waiting a little bit longer on that than I probably should. Stranger Things does a lot to show sort of the community that these characters live in. Sometimes I would almost say to a little bit of the detriment to the pacing. But Spielberg in Jaws specifically that I can think of, just masterfully builds up this community and builds up the people within it without overdoing it. Show me what you got! I like Spielberg as a director is kind of what I'm getting at here. Alright, let's go kill Stefano.
No more running. No more games.
Agreed.
You're beginning to bore me. Your death will be art. It's time to put a signature on it. This is going to hurt.
Whoop. Whoop.
Damn it. You're beginning to annoy me.
Damn it! I don't know where he went.
You can't avoid me.
Oh, he's over there.
You cannot hide from what you cannot close. How can you expect to defeat me? What a great show.
Really easily, actually.
You won't be so lucky next time.
I'm gonna pull out the shotgun.
I'm coming for you.
Nailed it. God, this fight's brilliant, though. It's really good.
I've had enough of this. Here, go. Die! There will be nothing left when I'm done.
Ow. My guts. The thing that's good about the fights in this is that, like, I'm super beefed up right now. These fights still aren't, like, super easy or anything. Ow.
No sense in running.
I like that he freezes explosions. Oh, shit. I don't appreciate that in the slightest, good sir. Medkit.
You can't hide forever.
I can try.
Believe for me.
Ow!
You're going to pay for that. You can't hide.
The only way I'm paying for any of this is if you take commissions. Can you draw my persona?
Believe for me.
Whoop.
Prepare to die.
I got him. I can take a lot, actually. I've got, like, a lot of resources.
There will be nothing left of you when I'm done.
Ooh. I'll go ahead and take a moment. Ow. Glad I took that moment. Oh, shit. Christ. Goddamn. I'm not doing particularly well. Now, in my defense, it's been a hot minute since I played this game. There we go. Damn, got me talking about film and shit. It's the power of art.
I had so much left to create. You've destroyed my legacy.
I sure have. It's pretty great.
You made me into a masterpiece. Must record it. If only I had my camera. Where
You got weird priorities, dude.
Still time. For one last photo.
Oh,
Lily!
my daughter just saw me murder someone.
Don't be afraid, honey. It's me, Dad.
No, you're not. Dad is dead.
I know you just saw me shoot somebody, but don't be afraid.
Honey, I know that's what they told you, but it's not true. Lily, please. Come out, Lily. You don't have to hide.
So I remember seeing this, and this is great because that could almost be Ruvik. But then it's not.
Come to Mother, Lily. I will protect you.
Myra.
Get away. You can't have her.
I think when I first played this game, I was just like, man, wouldn't it be nuts if Myra was in here? This happens.
Lily! No!
Myra?
I'll be out here for you, and someone else will be in there for you.
Kidman. She knew about Myra.
Hello?
Shit.
Oh, I see a weird thing. What's up, guys?
A giant red X. Now that's art.
Bazinga. Cat's missing. That's no good. Huh? Oh, oh. Hey!
What is this? Where's the mirror?
So I mentioned when we went to the church in the first area of Union that the symbol for that church was very much similar to the symbol for the church in Kidman's Village from the first game. This is even more like that symbol. Which says to me that there's some connection between all of it. Though don't ask me what that connection is, because I do not know. Hello? Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of crafting here. Just gonna max ourselves out a little bit, maybe. Just a little bit. There we go. That makes me feel good. Oh, we might need to actually do a little bit more. Are we good on everything else, mostly? Pretty much. Hello? Guess I gotta go touch this thing. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Not a fan of that. Oh.
Where is this place?
Looks a little familiar. This is very much an environment more in the vein of Evil Within 1. Which I can appreciate. As a fan of the first game.
Welcome, Seeker. You have come for answers. I am here to help.
Who? What was that?
You may never know. Shit! Ah, mechanic established. I have to keep an eye on my phone because, as previously stated, gonna need to pick Natalie up. At some point.
Torture devices. This place is almost medieval. Looks like they were burned alive.
Yeah, okay. Bye. You seem like you would get up. And I can't have that. I do like that each villain in this game has like their own theme. Like Stefano has the whole photography thing, Theodore has fire, and then Myra has wax. It's a cool way to kind of distinguish each sort of arc of the game. So like now we're on the Father Theodore arc, aka Stone Ocean. I think the best friends had this discussion about how like Stefano is like a JoJo villain, Father Theodore is basically exactly a JoJo villain. Like, okay, he's not exactly Father Pucci, but he might as well be. Iron Maidens, from what I understand, weren't actually a real thing. Like, it's a kind of a neat idea for a torture device. You know, you get poked by something, you move away from it into another thing that pokes you. That's pretty good. Fuck you. This always seemed like some kind of a trap to me. Like this shit was gonna fall on me and impale me several times. But thankfully, no such thing happens. Sup, fuckers? Who's ready to get their fucking shit rocked in here? Oh, no, that's not how I do it. Okay. Okay. Boop. And boop. Boop. Okay, so like right here. Got him. All right. Listen, I might as well make things a little bit easier for myself. See, this guy's gonna be difficult. That works. God, they just fucking pop like it's nobody's business. That guy's gonna pick it up. Yep. There we go. So now when I pull this lever, I should have nothing to worry about. Probably.
Looks like I can use this.
Crank, handle, and cranks. Yeah. Yeah, the doors are all open. You're free. Guys? Oh, right. All that murder I did. I plumb forgot. What is even the label on that bottle? Hold on. Marengo. Oh, you still got some wiggly worms. That's gross. I'm taking your gunpowder. Oh. 3, 2, 1, go. Give him a moment, and he's down. Hello? Ooh. What the fuck? That was odd. I just kind of flash stepped over to him as opposed to like doing the whole run up. Oh well, in the end I was the victor. Sometimes that's all that matters. Sometimes, all that matters is that you vanquish your enemies and leave none of them alive. It's a pro tip for life. That's a bad pro tip though. Don't take that tip. Please don't vanquish anybody. Instead, play Vanquish by Platinum Games. Heard it's good, never gotten a chance to properly sit down with it myself. I do have it though, like I own it. I think it was a free game for Xbox Gold subscribers. Pretty sure. Turn the crank, turn the crank, turn the crank. Oh, I missed the 30 FPS doors from Evil Within 1. Ooh, shotgun shells. Whoa, turlet. Nothing in here. What?
Wait.
We'll come back to that later. Also, my phone buzzed. I should check that. I also miss how in Evil Within 1, if you were faced with a bunch of boxes, it was really just one punch and you just fucking destroy all of them. Hello, sir. Oh. What's your deal?
Can anybody hear me? Wait. No. Still here. It wasn't all a dream. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Please, I know you're out there. Just do whatever you want. Just please. Let me out. 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 Let me out.
That's rough, buddy. So normally that guy would get up, but as you can see, it's not gonna happen. It's because I shot him. You understand? In the headular region. Boop. Taking this. Thank you, goodbye.
You must go deep to find what you seek. Only by descending can you rise again.
Sure, but isn't this a little literal?
What's
I can't
going
slide down
on?
this ladder. Oh, right, this happens. Oh, Ragnarok, big stretchy.
You lost everything. Your failure to regain led to inaction, which led to despair. And despair led to self-destruction. You are your own downfall.
I mean, fair. Oh.
You didn't believe your wife. You refused to see.
It's all
Your fault. You are a failure. Your daughter is lost because of you. You couldn't save her.
You hold the key to ease your torment. I can guide you to the lock.
Who are you? What do you want with me?
Father Theodore is an interesting villain in how he preys on a person's insecurities to bring them over to his side and to his flock.
You cannot change your past. You can only embrace it. Go toward it. Don't avoid it.
Is that Lily?
Oof. Uh-oh. It's Fire Nemesis. Shin Nemesis. Oh, that looks like it hurt. Oh, that looks like it hurt even more. Ain't that a shame? Let's see. There's a bunch of stuff all around this arena because the intention is that you're supposed to be running all over trying to avoid these guys and also taking pot shots at them. Which is all well and good if you're playing this game for the first time, but if you're just like absolutely completely busted like I am, and it's like your fourth or fifth time playing through it, it loses a lot of the
became a thorn in my side. A thorn which you removed. For that, you will be rewarded.
Stefano. This guy knew him.
That's a pretty good effect. Climb, climb. You did it. Am I stuck? No, I'm not. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay. Climb down. There we go. We figured it out eventually. You just keep staring at me. Oh, I haven't fed you guys. 1 second, I gotta feed my cats. No wonder you just keep staring at me. You're waiting for food. Monkey cat say hey. Monkey cat say ho. Monkey cat say ho. Alright, cats sufficiently fed. Where was I? I don't need that right now. We're going to be getting back to having regular safe rooms eventually anyway. Around the other side. Okay, there we go. Go. And it's blood. Because of course it's blood. What else would it be? This is evil within, not water within. You knew what you were getting into when you signed up. You were getting into blood. Blood. Gallons of the stuff. This seems a little bit evil.
Sebastian Castellanos, you've finally come. I've been waiting for you.
Who the hell are you?
My followers call me Father Theodore. I hope that you will call me that too, Fred.
Another lunatic with a god complex, huh? I already killed
Almost
one of you
literally.
today.
Of course you did. That is how you deal with every challenge in your life. Through brute force and intimidation.
So far.
And look where it has led you. Into a hell of your own making.
Technically, this
Lower
one's of your making.
Use your mind instead of your fists for once. We have the same goal, Sebastian. We can help each other. Join me. You will be reunited with your daughter. And I will have the power of the core.
I already know who has Lily.
Yes. And Myra won't give her up so easily.
What? Where are they?
I wish that I could tell you, but you are not ready. You must be folded into my flock before I can share that knowledge.
I said tell me where she is!
Accept my invitation. I can lead you away from your own darkness. I can lead you to Lily.
Sorry, I'm not a follower.
Sorry.
So be it.
Is this cast in Canada or something?
You have
got
so
sorries
much
for
pain.
days.
The events of the past haunt your every moment. I showed you the path here. You must learn that I am here to help. Return to me willingly. Then we can assume our natural roles. Not as adversaries, but as allies. Farewell for now, Sebastian.
Oh!
Wait!
Look who finally woke up. About time. I could use a little help here. You know how to use a gun, right? Take that side. Keep shooting until they're dead or we run out of ammo.
You guys like RE4? Who here likes RE4? I love RE4. Ba-bam!
Staying alive.
It's gonna take more than that to stop me.
Looks like you've done this before.
Too many times to count.
Grab some supplies while you can. I can hear more coming.
All right, but I'm getting some answers when this is all over.
Aim for the head. Takes less ammo. Hey, give me a hand over here, would ya? Nice shot.
Not so bad yourself.
Bottle!
Check the back. I can hear more on the way.
I too hear them. Oh, hello. Fuck off. I'm not doing good for, like, aiming in this run. I think that's because I have aim assist off, honestly. I thought, I probably don't need aim assist. I'll be fine.
Don't let them gang up on you.
And yet, here I am, missing a good portion of my shots. Like, it'll probably be fine. I'm still busted enough that it doesn't matter.
Good one.
Bottle!
You got enough ammo?
Nice try. I got plenty of ammo. I don't even... Words
Hey,
are
what the hell
hard.
is that noise?
Oh shit! Watch out!
Oh shit!
What are these things?
Doesn't matter. Just kill them.
Hold on.
Eat lead, ugly son of a bitch!
Hold on.
Not today, sucker!
Sucker! Ah, you sure told him.
I think that's the last of them.
Fucking got him with that burn.
Come on, we gotta keep
Sucker.
moving. This way.
And you've been busy.
Thanks. Don't know if I could have done that on my own. I'm Esmeralda Torres.
I'm...
Sebastian. I know.
You do?
It looks like we got him for now. We should make a move before more show up.
How did I wind up here? And who are you?
No time for 20 questions. My safe house isn't too far. We can talk on the way there. Come on. Take whatever you need aside. I'll be out here.
I'm already out
Try to
here.
stay quiet. There might be more of those things.
Oh, there will absolutely be more of those
You can
things.
at least tell me how you know my name.
Kidman told me to keep an eye out for you.
Kidman?
She said she would try to get your help if the plan went to shit. And here you are, so...
Wait, I'm lost. What plan?
Getting Lily out of here. And then, taking Mobius down for good. Wait a second.
Well, okay.
What is it?
Shit.
Let me guess. The way back to your safe house?
There might be another way. Come on.
Lead the way. Because I forget where it is. I think it's up there. I'm gonna go up here.
Wait, hold on. Plan. Kidman didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she wasn't able to debrief you on that in front of everybody. Over here!
Oh.
One of us has got a lift while the other one crawls through.
Got it. I'll just...
Get under!
Whoa, you alright? Let
Get
me
your
help.
ass through before I drop it on your head!
Okay, I've got it.
Thanks. You need a break after that, old man?
Come on. I'm not that old. So you're telling me Kidman had a plan to take out Mobius all this time?
Actually, It was your wife's plan.
Wait, Myra? So that's why she's here. She's part of Mobius.
I forget that he actually doesn't know that at this
Get out
point.
the deck. Don't blow your back out.
This isn't the time, Torres.
You know, you should be proud of your wife. She's compelling. She recruited me for this plan.
Whatever that means.
I don't understand. Why would she join them?
She found out they had Lily, and knew the only way to take them down was from the inside. So she joined up and waited for the right moment.
All these years. That's where she was. Damn it. This is a lot to take in.
I'm sure it is, but let's not lose focus. We've got to get over this. Can you help me?
Yeah, of course. Ready? Hold on, I've got you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hey, you just gonna forget about me?
What? You thought I'd leave you hanging like that? You're a part of the plan now.
The plan. Right. Who else was involved in this little mutiny?
Just 4 of us. Me, Kidman, Myra, and Theodore.
Theodore?
Kidman, Myra,
Father
Theodore. Dude.
Father Theodore.
Dude.
I just call him Theodore
Dude.
Wallace. You know him?
We've met. But he doesn't want to save Lily. He wants her for himself. Tried to talk me into hunting down Myra, too. He's the one who screwed everything up.
Try to unplug
How is this
your
whole thing
controller
supposed to
from being-
go?
Now that it's
Once
fully
Myra and
charged,
Theodore
it
got
just
Lily,
pitches
Theodore
a
and
fit.
I were gonna get her out while Myra stayed behind to take care of Mobius. Kidman stayed outside and make sure we got out of STEM safely. Shit, it was supposed to be easy.
Nothing's ever easy.
That's not a good noise.
Oh no.
What is it?
Shh. Shit. We got trouble. Look.
That sure is smoke.
Quick, follow me.
Oh, well, okay.
So much for your safe house.
I wouldn't put my safe house in the open like that. It's hidden, but we've got to get past those things to get there. You see that red banner behind that building?
Yeah.
No.
The hatch to my safe house is under it.
Okay. I'll take the lead. Stay low and keep behind me.
Right, but listen. I've seen these things before. Don't get near them while they're on fire.
So, the style of enemy that represents like the... God, I forget exactly what they're called. The flamethrower guys. Their design is actually taken from an unused design for Evil Within 1 that you can find in the Evil Within 1 art book, which is available digitally through Comixology, if you're interested. Oh. Shit. Just having a little bit of trouble here. Got him. I highly recommend checking out the Evil Within 1 art book because it's got some good shit in it. And it's got a bunch of commentary from Ikumi Nakamura. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of in the Evil Within 1 art book is how it talks about Leslie Withers from the first game. Just a lot of like, oh, this character's so annoying, haha. Everybody hated him, and it's just like, this is a character that's like traumatized. This is a weird attitude to have towards a character whose entire thing is that they are mentally ill. Fuck. 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 Huh? Oh.
Son of a bitch!
So it should be noted that you can do this whole sequence entirely with stealth. And that the way that you approach the sequence actually determines what dialogue you get when you finally reach the safe house. Because there's dialogue if you decide to just kind of like go through it guns blazing, and then there's dialogue that you get if you manage to sneak your entire way through. I have gotten both versions of that, but I just find it a lot easier to just take out all the enemies. And she's going to call me out on it in just a second.
Well, that's one way to do it. I was maybe expecting a little bit more stealth.
What are you looking at me like
There's
that
no
for?
place like home, but a safe house runs a close second. Listen, don't freak out at the amount of explosives I got in there.
Ragnarok was giving
They're
me
as
a
safe as
look.
cookie dough. At least until I arm them.
I'm going to freak out about the amount of explosives you have just a little bit.
So what are we gonna do about Theodore?
I don't know. He's insane. His hideout looks like an Inquisitor's dream home. I should be relieved that Myra has Lily instead of him, but...
What? Myra has Lily?
Yeah. But I'm not sure that's good news.
She's not exactly doing particularly well
changed.
herself.
This place seems to have affected her. She's hiding, trying to protect Lily from Theodore. And he'll tear this place apart to find them. If I can stop him, maybe Myra will come to her senses and we can get Lily out of here.
So the plan is to take out Theodore.
Yeah. But I have to find him first.
How are you gonna do that?
O'Neill helped me before. I'll call him. But I better give Kibben an update first.
Right. But be careful what you say over that thing. She's probably in the control room with that lizard hovering over her.
She's got a lizard?
Sebastian? Where have you been? Did you find Stefano?
I did more than that. I eliminated him.
Good. And Lily?
She slipped through my fingers again.
I'm sorry to hear that. Any leads?
The good news is that I've been in contact with Agent Torres. Her intel has been invaluable.
That is good news. So what's the bad news?
The bad news is there's someone more powerful than Stefano who wants to take this place over. And he needs Lily to do that. Torres told me you know him too. He's a real smooth talker.
Damn. I think I know who you're talking about. I'll send some stuff to your room. That might help. Keep me posted. You know I'm here for you.
I know. I trust you, Kidman. Okay. Time to get down to business. O'Neill, it's Sebastian. Come in. Huh. Something's wrong.
That's foreboding.
I gotta try and find him. You should stay here and get your explosives and weapons ready. I'll need your help once I locate Theodore. Is there a way into the Marrow from here?
Yeah, there's a Mobius computer in that room. It'll take you to exit 72.
Great. I'll call you when I'm ready. Hang tough, Torres.
Got it. Good luck, Sebastian.
Should be a mirror. Yep. Cat's back. We're going to go ahead and take this opportunity to check out another photo slide because I don't think there's very many left, nor are there particularly many side quests left, so we may check like a couple of these. Like at least 3, I think.
Hey, Kidman.
What's up, Sebastian?
I was thinking about our first case together.
You mean back at KCPD? That pawn shop robbery?
You broke that case all on your own. I was impressed.
That was all thanks to you. You took me under your wing and showed me the ropes. Treated me like an equal. Wish I had a mentor like you when I was younger.
I wanted to help you become one of the best. But the whole time you were really working for them.
Someone wanted me in there to keep an eye on you. To make sure KCPD weren't onto us.
Too bad. You could have been a great cop.
I'm not so sure about that. The personnel report you read when I joined KCPD was falsified. I spent most of my youth in juvenile detention. By the time Mobius found me, it was either join them or rot in jail. Not a hard choice to make for someone just out of their teens.
I don't even know you, do I?
I've been in Mobius for so long. I'm not sure if I know myself half the time.
Something tells me the rebel in you is never too far behind. Kidman, it's me.
Read you loud and clear, Sebastian.
Mobius. A name. That was all I had to go on. Every avenue I pursued led to a dead end. And now I find out that they're everywhere. Hidden in plain sight. I don't understand how.
I told you before. You don't find Mobius unless they want you to. They've been around for a long, long time. They know what they're doing. We knew you were looking. We were watching you. And we were able to stop you every time you got too close.
Why? Why do they do this?
People need leadership.
People choose leaders. What Mobius wants to do isn't leadership. It's imprisonment. They know this. If they own all the media and politicians already, they should be out in the open. They hide in the shadows because they know what they're doing is evil. If people knew the truth, they'd burn Mobius to the ground.
Maybe you're right. But if people ever did find out the truth, who would believe them?
Yeah. The easiest way to hide a conspiracy is to make people think there's no such thing as a conspiracy.
Boop, boop, boop.
Kidman, come in.
I'm here, Sebastian. What's up?
Ever get the feeling you don't know what's real anymore?
More than most people. Although probably not as much as you.
The first time I was inside STEM, I didn't know I was in it. Even when I got out, I was never totally sure that I'd ever left. And when I tried to explain what happened...
People told you you were crazy.
Of course. If someone came to me with my story, I'd have them committed for their own protection.
I know. I'm with Mobius, and it still took me a while to adjust after Beacon. It was like living in a perpetual state of deja vu. Sometimes I still get a little confused.
And that's why you stayed out this time?
I don't ever want to go back into STEM again if I can avoid it.
Consider yourself lucky. Union is like having deja vu in the middle of a dream about deja vu.
Jesus.
I hope I can make it out of here with my mind intact.
I just hope you make it out out with their mind completely intact. STEM marks you in ways that I think no one's aware of yet.
Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and end the stream here. Our next sequence basically puts us in the end game. We're cut off from certain parts of Union at this point. And I'm thinking that maybe just like next time we just kind of truck it on through to the end. I want to thank everybody who came by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoy the stream, best way to help support us here at the Shark Stream is by subscribing here on Twitch. You can also follow me on Twitter to keep up with stream updates. I post about streams when they happen. I post what I'll be streaming, when I'll be streaming them. Art for the stream was done by Fenris Nishimura. You can find his work on Twitter at Fardrout. I really need to ask him how to pronounce that one of these days. It's at FARDRAUT_. His work's super good. I highly recommend checking him out. What else? As I mentioned earlier, if you want to help support me, Natalie, our two lovely cats, Ragnarok and Calamity, you can drop a donation in the link just below the stream. Every little bit helps. We appreciate anything that anyone can give us. Streams, of course, all go up on YouTube after the fact, so you can follow me there at youtube.com/saneintolerant. I'm going to go ahead, get on out of here, and I will catch y'all next time on the Shark Stream. Same shark time, same shark channel. Take care.